And hello, late tea time podders around the world. Hopefully you're well. Thank you to manscaped.com for the continued support of the Late Tea Time podcast. If you like what you see on the manscaped.com site, and there's loads of good stuff there, quote late and you'll get 20% off and you'll get free shipping. I am James Buttler. Alongside me is the gorgeous Dave Tindall. And how are you, sir?
I'm good, yes. Bit of a strange time to be doing it, but with no PGA Tour this week or next week, actually. So we're focusing on the DP World Tour where they continue to play. And
shall we next week?
Picturesque scene this week up in the mountains.
So have we got nothing to talk about at all next week?
Yeah, there'll be a DP World Tour event, yeah.
Okay. Because I was going to say we could put out the Masters thing as a standalone.
Although
anyway, we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that off air. Although I'm actually away, so it might be a bit tricky.
Yeah, we might. Just next week, myself and DT, as you'll have seen if you've been on the lateteatime.com website, we did go into the studio and recorded a few things. One of those that you haven't seen yet is a throw ahead to next year, and some long range thoughts on the Masters. Golf at Augusta National, so we could put that out next week as a kind of like a stopgap before it all kicks off again. But anyway, we are this week looking at the Euros. Oh no, it's not that one. Well, I pressed the wrong button. What am I doing?
Yeah, no, you had it right.
Well, no, yeah, that was the back. That was going to cover us forever.
Okay.
I mean, people might actually pay for that. Cover them up. We don't want to see them. We are looking at the European Masters, the Amiga European Masters, because the Swiss are very good on their timekeeping, aren't they?
Very good.
Yeah. And we have got the prices, Midway, of course, as we join you on this Friday evening UK time. And Matt Wallace, 8-11, Alex Fitzpatrick, 7-1, the brother of Jordan Smith, 12-1, Henrik Norlander, 16-1, Rasmus Højgaard is 28, Andrew Johnston is 31-1. Guido Migalath is I'm quite proud of that. 45-1. Tristan Lawrence is 50s, and the rest are bigger. DT, we come as late as possible.
What are you proud of? What are you proud of there?
My pronunciation of Guido Migalath.
That's not his name, though.
How do you pronounce it?
Migalozzi. I think you've left some letters off.
Anyway, Guido, if you're watching, very good luck to you for the weekend. European Masters and DT. What are we looking at then? Because we've got a leaderboard, which obviously kind of semi-mirrors the prices there, but Matt Wallace is leading. He is just ahead of Alex Fitzpatrick, Henrik Norlander and Jordan Smith tied third and tied fifth. Andrew Johnston, Garcia Heredia, Alfredo, and another one that Nikolai von Dellingshausen. There you go.
They've not made it easy for you this week, have they? Some of these guys.
Anyway, yeah. Can we just have Tom Smith next week, please?
Yes. Well, you've got Jordan Smith, so nearly.
What are we looking at, DT?
Yeah, so you'll see it's quite an Anglo-centric leaderboard. You've got four Englishmen in the top five. So if you look at the history of this event, like who's won it, you're basically looking at English players or what I would call kind of mountainous nations. So maybe the Scandis. So you've got, I mean, if you go back, so Ludwig Åberg won this last year.
Yeah.
You've got Rasmus Højgaard winning it in 2021. You've got Sebastian Soderberg of Sweden in 2019. You've got Alex Noren winning it a couple of times of Sweden. Thomas Bjorn of Denmark winning it a couple of times.
Is Denmark mountainous?
Yeah. Is it? Or maybe I'm thinking it's skiing nations.
Okay.
Were you a fan of Ski Sunday?
Yes.
Do you remember Peter Muller, who's a very good glider?
Yes.
Yes. So I always think of him. And then, do you remember Ingemar Stenmark?
Yeah. That was Franz Klammer.
Slalom, wasn't he? In Stenmark did the slalom.
For those listening later, Dave's doing an impression of somebody doing the ski slalom.
Yeah. So Yeah, so a lot of Scandies up there. Maybe it's just a sort of, I don't know, the scenery or something, but a lot of Scandinavians. Also, another mountainous region. Let's throw that in. Italy.
Yes.
You've got to agree with that. The Alps. Alps, all right? Have I gone mad there?
No, Italy's got hills. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, of course. So if you look down maybe you won't find the winners, but I was looking back at the list of runners-up here. You've got both Molinari's a finished runner-up here. You have actually got Costantino Rocca winning this event. You've got Lorenzo Gagli finishing runner-up in this event. So it seems to kind of be a good event for kind of Scandinavians, people with a kind of background in anyone who's appeared on Ski Sunday, basically. There's my.
Can I just chip in? I've just Googled Denmark mountains.
Yes.
And the first thing it comes up with, there are no mountains in Denmark.
Right. Now, can we change that to nice views then? Pretty views.
Oh yeah, it's a scenic place. Yes.
Scenic views. Yeah. Yes. People who love a bit of scenery.
There are no mountains in Denmark. It's official.
How about temperature? Average temperature. How about that then?
I've done my googling.
Snowy regions.
Yeah.
There's got to be a theme here. If we dig enough, there's a theme. Snowy regions. Denmark, Sweden. Italy.
Bacon.
Bacon. Oh, for Denmark, yeah. Northern Hemisphere. Anyway.
Fairy tales.
Yeah. We're up a mountain, beautiful region this week. Yeah. Anyway, after all that, it's if like we've planned this. I'm going to go with the guy that you mispronounced. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we planned this. We planned this. Really. Migliozzi.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Guido Migliozzi. If you scroll down your leaderboard, you'll find him in tied 10th, which doesn't sound too bad, but the leader, Matt Wallace, is quite a fair way ahead, with a 4-shot lead. But then it's quite tight after that. You've got -10, -9, some -8s, -7. So you go down, there's a load of players from second down to 17th who are all within 4 shots of each other. So if Wallace comes back slightly, you've got a chance of reeling him in. Or if he doesn't, you've still got a chance of getting a place. And I think Migliozzi, if you look at how he's played this course before, he's got some good finishes. As I said, his fellow Italians have done really well here. Migliozzi last year in this event shot a 61 and a 63. So from his position where he is now, he's got that low round in him. I don't know if viewers would have remembered the Open de France a couple of years ago. He won that with a final round 62, which is like incredible. That was the Olympics course that they used this year. So he can shoot some ridiculously good scores.
He was tied fourth at the US Open in 2021.
That's right. Yeah, he's quite a player. He's won, I think, 3 times on the DP World Tour. Yeah, just Google that. If you're on the Google page, you'll also notice I think he's a 3-time winner on the Alps Tour.
Yes.
So I'm guessing that would have been played in a mountainous region.
Just counting them up in my head, about 7 professional wins, I think he's had.
Okay, well, yeah, I think you're about right, to be honest. Yeah. But he's the kind of guy who's lurking around. He's in a decent position at halfway, but he's got those low numbers in him. I think the scenery is good for him. If you look at his record here, it's good. I say last year with that 61 and 63. So yeah, I think he's a bit of value. Just telling my son to go away there. He's a bit of value, I think. I think we can get 40 to 1.
45 to 1.
45 to 1.
Yeah, and I've also put an I on the end of his name as it goes across the bottom of the screen. I'm going to cut and paste it. I must have missed off the last letter. Anyway, 45 to 1 with who was it with? Let's have a look. Guido Migliozzi is VBet. 3 places, 45 to 1.
Yes, there's 3 places about as best that you're going to get at halfway at the moment. But
it's 3 places across the board.
Yeah, that's right. But with him, he's a player who can just kind of take flight and shoot ridiculously good scores on a weekend. So If you're searching for a bit of value with some logic to it as well, so good record of Italians, good record on the Alps Tour. He's a winner as well earlier this year, Guido Migliozzi. So I think he's got quite a lot going for him in a tournament that you can't just hand to Matt Wallace. Matt Wallace, he's a good player. He's won on both tours. He finished runner-up here before, but 4 shots, it's not insurmountable.
It's not insurmountable. Mountains again. Have you got anything else for me this week? Don't say what it is yet.
Okay.
Have you?
Yeah. Well, after all that hoo-ha about Danes and Swedes, I might just have one from the Scandinavian countries.
Well, you keep that up your sleeve then, as we say thank you very much indeed, as always, to manscaped.com for their continued support of the Late Tea Time podcast. And they've got funny adverts as well.
Forever you and me, right by my side, where you ought to be. Cause if I ever were to lose you, I just don't know what I'd do. Let me hear you now.
Let me hear you now. 20% off if you quote late when you go onto manscaped.com. So make sure you do just that. Go on there. Honestly, it's not just all about the downstairs areas. They've got male grooming bits all over the place and really good kit. Quote late at manscaped.com. You get 20% off and you will get free shipping. DT prunes everything with his Manscaped thing I gave him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you want me to elaborate on that? Probably not.
Just an affirmative. Anyway, so we are back with the European Masters and DT, and we've got Guido Migliozzi, who is already on our betting slip. Where are we going to go for the rest of it?
Yeah.
How do we fill our boots this week?
I think we're going to go for Henrik Norlander, the Swede. As I said, Ludvig Åberg, a Swede, won it last year. You got Sebastian Soderberg, won it in 2019, which was there wasn't one in 2020 because of COVID. So 2 of the last 4 winners were Swedes. Alex Noren, the Swedes, won it twice as well. You've even got Fredrik Andersen Head finishing runner-up here if you keep scrolling. You've got Alexander Björk finishing runner-up last year. So last year it was a Swedish one too. So I'm going to go with Henrik Norlander just because I could go with Björk again, but he's tied 10th with Migliozzi. So you've got 2 players there that don't quite catch fire on the weekend. We're kind of struggling a bit, but Norlander's right up there. Norlander is tied 3rd, so he's in a good position. He's played most of his golf recently on the PGA Tour and the Corn Ferry Tour. If you listen to his interview today, he's got that kind of Swedish-American accent that they adopt when they go to the States.
He sounds like he should be on some kind of detective thing, doesn't it? Norlander,
yeah. Maybe like as the assistant to the main detective, maybe.
Hello, little missy. My name's Norlander.
Norlander.
Tell me what you were doing at 6 o'clock last night. Yeah.
That's right, yeah. Are we thinking of police squad? And
I don't know. Might be. Don't call me Shirley.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was a little hunchback at the office. So Henrik Norlander, he's finished. He's lost a playoff actually on the PGA Tour back at the thing. It was the Sanderson Farms back end of last year. So he's certainly a player. He was talking after his round that he's enjoyed being back in Europe. He loves the scenery here, obviously like most of them do. But I think he's, as much as he's enjoying his career in the States, he's met up with kind of guys that he used to sort of play college golf with again. So he's having a great time with it. Shot a 64 and a 67 so far. And he must be aware that the Swedes have got a really good record in this event. So I think just because of his position, so he's actually playing they're playing 3 balls tomorrow. So he's going to be in the final group with Wallace and Fitzpatrick. So he's got a chance to look them in the eye and maybe put a bit of pressure on them. So I just thought he was, for someone who's right up there, like 16-1.
18s is the...
Okay.
Right in front of my very eyes at the moment. So yeah,
Again, it's sort of dependent a bit, isn't it, on Matt Wallace? If Matt Wallace has a great weekend, then that's kind of game over. But you can't guarantee that. And then you've got Alex Fitzpatrick. I mean, there is a Fitzpatrick, obviously. Matt has won this twice, so maybe that's a good omen. But Alex hasn't won at this level, so it's going to be difficult. Jordan Smith just below, well, he's tied with Norlander. Doesn't really win, not a proven winner. He sort of gets in good positions, but normally his short game doesn't quite do the business. Beef Johnson's good to see him up there, but again,
it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, so it's good to see him back. But you've got a lot of players on that leaderboard who either haven't won or it's been a while. So it's kind of it's there for somebody to
I've got to be honest this week. I've got to be honest. You had me at Guido Migliozzi.
You like him, do you? Do you like that bet?
I've been looking at his Wikipedia page, and old Guido's he's a talented man. I don't see any reason why he can't storm through and win.
I think you said I think this is the sort of cheeky little stat. When he was fourth in the US Open, he went back the next year and was 14th. So I think I'm right because I've studied his Wikipedia page before. I'm not looking at it now. But he's someone, he's played well in a sort of variety of conditions. Did okay in the Olympics as well. I think he was 22nd odd.
Quick quiz. How old is he, DT?
Wow. He got success quite early, so I'll say he's like 28, 29.
27. Where was he born? Which part of Italy was he born in?
Oh.
Starts with a V.
Verona.
Vicenza. And how tall is old Guido? How tall is he?
I think he's 5'11".
He's exactly bang on 5'11". Yeah.
Not bad.
1 out of 3 is not bad. Nearly meatloaf.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
where did he go to college? Did it say where he went to college?
Where did he go to college? He went to college at... Doesn't say.
No.
Had 4 European Tour wins, 3 wins on the Alps Tour.
Yeah, we like the Alps Tour. We like the little Alps Tour kind of backup. And they weren't that long ago, were they, on the Alps Tour? Was it about 2018? Is that right?
He won on the Alps Tour. 2017, he won the Open Abruzzo. In 2018, he won the Memorial Gheorghe Bordoni. And on the 22nd of September 2018, he won the Open Abruzzo for the second time.
There you go.
You don't get any more information than that. Yeah. Late tea time podders, we're spoiling you this week with our Wikipedia knowledge.
Go to Wikipedia again. Go to Henrik Norlander and ask me some stuff about him.
Oh, do you think that would be your specialist subject, would it?
Not really, but I want to know if I know anything. I think I know where he went to college, actually. But
your Dave Tindall specialist subject is Henrik Norlander.
Henrik Norlander of Sweden.
Right. What's his middle name?
Olaf.
Anders. He. Where does he live?
Well, he's in America now. I know this might be another question, but I'll answer it for this one. I think he went to Georgia Tech. Did he? Georgia University.
Possibly.
Is that right?
I mean, you can't. You don't go on a quiz show and give them the questions, Dave.
Well, if he went there, maybe he still lives around there then.
Yeah. He lives in Augusta, Georgia.
There you go.
So I'll give you a point for that. I'll give you a point for that. What was it that you thought you knew?
Well, that's where he went to college. I think he went to Augusta State. Did he? Augusta?
Yeah, he did actually. He went to Augusta State University.
All right, there you go.
What year did he turn professional? That's your final question.
He's not that young, is he, really?
I'll tell you how old he is. He is
34. 32.
He's 37.
Is he 37? Is that old?
Yeah.
Right. When did he turn pro then? Wow.
So his Augusta State University days were behind him. He turned pro in 2011.
2011, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And he's won, hasn't he? He's won on the Corn Ferry Tour. Am I right there? couple of wins, maybe.
Two wins on the Corn Ferry Tour, Hotel Fitness Championship in 2015, and the Wichita Open, the Wichita Lineman Open in 2019.
Lineman. And then I think if you look at his playoff record, I think he lost the Sanderson Farms in a playoff.
Okay.
Right? You can get that if you scroll down.
Yes, he did. And the RSM Classic he lost in the playoff as well.
It's quite a big playoff, wasn't it? It was about loads of them in there.
Blaine Barber, Billy Horschel, Mackenzie Hughes, and Camilo Villegas were with him.
There you go.
Yeah. Ludwig Oberg was in the Sanderson's Farm playoff.
Right, okay. Another Swede.
Yeah.
There you go. This has turned into a sort of quiz, hasn't it? But hopefully...
So there's an hour of Scandinavian golfers for you, everybody.
Yeah, very good. So we've learned quite a lot today, haven't we? We've learned that there are no mountains in Denmark.
Yeah.
We've learned Henrik Norlander's age. We can now name how many Alps Tour wins Guido Migliozzi's got.
Yeah. I mean, basically, if anybody phones you up, late Teton Podders, and says they're going to offer you a timeshare in the mountains of Denmark, steer clear.
Yeah.
Don't take it. It's money down the drain, literally. There's no mountains in Denmark at all. So, use your discretion. Anyway, Guido Migliozzi is our pick on the Late Tea Time podcast. 45-1, 3 places. VBet, the best place to go for Guido. And Henrik Norlander, the detective, he's 18-1 to win the European Masters with Amiga. Or the Amiga European Masters, however you want to say it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Each way on both of those, obviously. Not really. I think the idea when you've got this sort of leaderboard and you've got a guy 4 clear, you either see it as kind of, or you see it as an opportunity for some further down at a big price. So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. Opportunity knocks for Dave Tindall, but always gamble responsibly, Clubhouse. Late Tea Time Podders, gamble responsibly, and good luck with your bets. Enjoy it's a beautiful course, isn't it? Absolutely lovely, picturesque course. It'd be a wonderful course to have a bit of a round of golf on. But if your bets are resting on Guido, on Henrik, or indeed anybody else, good luck with all your bets. Gamble responsibly this weekend. And DT, I possibly won't see you next week, depending on our plans. But we'll be on here. But it might be the Masters preview next week because DT's going away and I'm going to be a bit busy as well. And there's not a lot of golf around. So we may give it a miss next week.
Unless I come live from New York. But that's unlikely, I have to say.
I mean, the week after, you might have to get somebody else because I'm going to be incapacitated entirely.
Right.
I'm going into hospital, Late Tea Time Podders, for an operation. So that's the week on Monday. So, the week after.
Don't worry, listeners, though. He's not dying. He's not dying.
Well, you don't know. He might be a really ham-fisted surgeon.
Well, yeah. I think he'll be fine.
Which bit are we chopping off? That head? And then it's gone. It's done, isn't it? Yeah. All over. Yeah. Anyway. Or I'll be headless next time I'm on here. Yeah.
They're removing his brain, so that it should be fine.
Yeah. Make a bit more space.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, obviously, feel free to send James some flowers or I don't know what you
send your best bets, send your best wishes, send whatever you like on the @Late Tea Time Pod Twitter feed. There you go.
Yeah, and don't send me anything because I'm very lucky to be going to New York. Have you been?
I haven't. Well, I have actually. Yes, I have. There's a New York in Lincolnshire, a little village in Lincolnshire called New York.
Right.
So used to drive through that quite a lot, but it's not the same one.
Right.
No yellow cabs there or anything like that.
No.
Friends and stuff.
Well, I haven't been for 20 years, so I'm looking forward to going back.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your trip to New York. Enjoy your bets. Enjoy the golf. Gamble responsibly, and we'll see you soon. We'll see you soon on the Late Tea Time podcast. Have a good time, everybody. Bye.
Always gamble responsibly. Visit begambleaware.org for more information.